Hi, my name is Michaela and this is my husband Phil, and this year we are part of Dressember. We are wearing a dress and a bow tie for 31 days in December to help raise awareness and funds to help fight human trafficking.
So for guys, it can be a little tough, right? Women have a dress for every day, or the same dress multiple times during the month, kind of rearranging the way it looks, and it's great. For us, it's a necktie or a bow tie. And the necktie, although it's great, the bow tie is a little something different, change it up a little bit. But for a lot of you, it can be a little intimidating. The look, just tying it to begin with, we get it. So this video, we're going to show you the easy steps to tying a bow tie. And the great people at Neck and Tie Company have provided us with a tie to show you exactly how to do that.
So if you're intimidated by tying a tie, and in the past maybe it's turned out a little something like this,
or like this,
then this video I think is just what you need.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and start our demonstration. This is how to tie a bow tie. It's very simple steps to follow. As I go through, at any time, if you need to pause the video to catch up or re-watch what I've already done, please go ahead and do so. But they're very simple. Anyone can look good in a bow tie. A few tips before we get started as I take my bow tie off. One is that every self-tie bow tie, meaning you tie it yourself, a self-tie bow tie, has a way to size it. Everyone's neck size is a little different, and this size even has a way. There's little buttons, sometimes it's a hook. You need to make sure that it's sized to your neck properly. You may have to tie it around your neck a couple times before you realize, hey, this is too big, it's too short. You might need a couple times before you get going. The other thing is just learning, and even me tying the bow tie for a little while, I have to use a mirror. It's very hard to just sit here and watch and idly tie. I have to use a mirror. So you'll see I have a mirror in front of me. It's out of frame, but I'm going to use it just like you should be using a mirror too. So my tie is already sized for my neck. This is the thing we're going to do. This works well with either a button-down collar or a regular fold-down collar on your shirt. So don't worry about that. The shirt you're wearing isn't going to make much of a difference. The first thing I'm going to do is I need one side of my tie longer than the other. For me, it's just a personal preference. My left side when I start is always the long side. My right is always the short. So what I do here is I take my long side and my short side, one in each hand, and I cross the long over the short. Just like that. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold the long side under and through the top of the entire tie. At this point, you want to pull it tight, almost uncomfortably tight. Give it a good tug. It's going to be snug around your neck, and that's okay. That's what you want. From this point, you've switched sides. Now this was my short, this was my long, but they've switched sides on my body. My short side, I'm going to take it and I'm going to fold it across the center of my neck. So you can see how the bow has a center. Each side has a center. And that's what we're looking for. I want the center of that bow in the middle of my neck. I'm then going to take the tie, the part of the tie that I've folded over, right down the center. At this point, this is where most people have the most trouble. I'm going to take the two ends of the tie and fold them together. I'm going to pinch them and hold them in one hand. Don't let this go yet. Just hold on to this as you pinch it together. Pinch it and pull. Give it a slight pull. And what this does is this creates a hole right there in the tie. This is where the other half is going to go through. So what I'm going to do, I've created my hole now. I'm going to take the other half of my tie, and all I'm going to simply do is take it with my thumb and start feeding it through. I'm going to feed it through, and as I have fed it through, now I can let go of this, because what I like to do is slowly feed it through. This allows me to smooth out the material as I'm going. You see it's a little twisted here in the center. I can go ahead and smooth that out. It's starting to twist a little in the front. That's okay. I can just smooth it out as I go. Same thing with the back. Give it a few little twists, slow twists and turns. It'll all smooth out. What you're creating is a mirror image of the tie. I have a loop here and a loop in the back here. I have a straight edge here and a straight edge here. You see my two straights one in the front, one in the back. My 2 loops, one in the front, one in the back. The loops are how you tighten the tie. So as I pull the loops, the tie starts to tighten on itself. Don't tighten too much. Go nice and slow, because at this point I can see the center bow is starting to twist a little. I can give it a little turn with my finger. I can then pull on the flats as I'm holding the center knot. I can again tighten slowly, pull my flats, and I just continue in this manner, pulling to tighten, pulling the loops to tighten, and then pulling my flats back out to make the tie more symmetrical. And I continue in this way to pull until the tie is exactly where I want it. It's as tight as I need it to be, and I'm happy with the way the tie looks on my neck. And there you have an easy to tie bow tie. And we have to say a big thank you to the people at Neck and Tie Company. They donated this wonderful tie, and they're participating this year with Dressember. So thank you to them, and read more about them below in the post and check them out. Thank you.